what's the conversation?
Brut.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on him.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on him. Don't touch me, bro.
What's the conversation?
Move, bro. I'm trying to get ready for work, man. Go.
How you getting ready for work?
What is going on? That's all
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm over here doing. Talking about I don't do nothing for the kids. I don't do nothing. I do what I can when I can.
understand.
But like I said, don't keep putting me in situations that's not my problem. And then, like I said, this is your family. You supposed to be here. Helping take care of
He
these
ain't straight.
kids.
So you want
No, you're not good because you're not here taking care of these kids.
He wanna go call everybody.
Keep your hands on me, bro. Don't touch me again.
Touch you.
Jason, sit there over here. We'll make it easy. Sit there over here. I'm gonna do it just like this. Sit there over here.
Ain't nobody finna come over here and do nothing.
Get your hands on me, bro. Stop touching me. Move.
Please to stop.
Sit there over here, Jason.
Man brutally kills GF in fit of jealousy after learning about her past. Proposal. On January 2, 2025, terror struck Baldridge Avenue in Pensacola, Florida, when a young woman's lifeless body was discovered on the street, riddled with bullet holes and broken bones. This was Star Tucker, a 30-year-old vibrant mother, nurse, athlete, and servicewoman whose infectious smile and unstoppable spirit touched everyone around her. At around 8 p.m., 15 gunshots shattered the quiet night, prompting frantic 911 calls from terrified neighbors. Police raced to the scene but arrived too late. Star was gone, and her killer had vanished. Star's life was stolen by her new boyfriend of just 3 months, a man consumed by obsession after learning she had accepted a marriage proposal from someone in her past. With the murderer on the run, the police launched a heart-wrenching investigation, uncovering a web of jealousy, a hidden criminal past, and a chilling future. This is the story of Star Michael Latrice Tucker, a woman full of promise, betrayed by someone she thought she could trust. He seemed so sweet, so charming, her loved one said. But you never know someone's darkness until it's too late. Her family is determined to find justice. I won't stop until her killer pays, one relative vowed, fire in their eyes. Pensacola, Florida, a charming coastal city filled with retirees, military members, and lifelong locals, is known for its warm southern vibe. But in early 2025, a wave of violent crime darkened its streets, and Star became its latest victim. Born in 1994 in California, Star was a bright light from childhood. Raised in Moore Park by her adoptive family, the Campbells, she grew up surrounded by love alongside her siblings. The Campbells worked hard to keep the siblings close and set them on paths to success, and Star soaked up every opportunity. In high school, Star was a star in every sense, acing her classes and dominating the volleyball court, her favorite sport. By the time she graduated in 2012, colleges were clamoring to recruit her. She chose Florida A&M University to study psychology, where her leadership and talent led the volleyball team to victory after victory. Star had it all: stellar grades, a buzzing social life, and a romance that seemed like a dream come true. She met a fellow student at Florida A&M, and sparks flew instantly. The young couple was inseparable, thriving as graduation neared. But life wasn't always kind to Star. In 2015, as she celebrated earning her psychology degree, she was crushed by the loss of her biological mother, with whom she shared a deep bond despite being raised by her adoptive family. This wasn't her first heartbreak. 5 years earlier, in 2010, she had lost her older sister to a grueling battle with breast cancer. Yet, through every storm, Star's strength and spirit shone bright, making her tragic end all the more devastating. That longing led her to a man who would become her worst nightmare. In the fall of 2024, Star, now 30, met Charles Jerome Carson Dowdy, also 30, through Facebook dating. Charles grew up in Pritchard, Alabama, one of 10 siblings raised by their mother. He went to C.F. Vigor High School and later studied at Bishop State Community College. After moving to Dallas, Texas, he worked as an environmental technician and became a father to 2 sons, one born in 2020 and another in 2023. Unlike Star, Charles was all over social media, constantly posting about his quest for the perfect woman. He'd vent about the dating scene, sharing his frustrations and dreams of finding true love. When he joined Facebook dating, he was ready to try again, and that's when he found Star. Their connection was instant, like something out of a movie. Charles's social media posts shifted from complaints to gushing tributes about Star. They were smitten, spending their days catching movies, strolling along the beach, and laughing over dinners. By November 2024, they were officially a couple, sharing sweet posts filled with promises of love and loyalty. To the world, they looked like a passionate, happy pair, head over heels for each other. But beneath the surface, something dark was brewing. Charles's posts started to change, his devotion turning into something unsettling. His TikTok became a shrine to Star, filled with endless declarations of love that felt more like obsession. One post stood out, a chilling hint of what was to come. Just days before the tragedy, Charles shared a video where he posed as an inmate, claiming he'd committed a crime for love and warning anyone who came near Star. To his followers, it might have seemed like a dramatic gesture of devotion. But it was a glimpse into a dangerous fixation, one that grew tighter and more twisted with every passing day. By December 9, 2024, Star and Charles seemed inseparable, but no one could have predicted the horror that was about to unfold. On December 9, 2024, Star surprised Charles with a PS5 for his 30th birthday, a sweet gesture that made them seem like the perfect couple. But just weeks later, this seemingly loving man and devoted father would commit a crime so horrific it left everyone stunned, wondering how things went so terribly wrong. On January 2, 2025, Star and Charles, who had been dating for just over 3 months, got into a heated argument. Star was starting to feel trapped by Charles's intense affection, like it was chaining her down. She'd had enough and wanted to end things, but Charles couldn't handle the idea of losing her. Though no one knows exactly what they fought about, one thing was clear: Charles was unraveling, spiraling into a dark place. He was terrified Star was slipping away, maybe back to the man she once loved, the father of her son, Braylon. Just 10 minutes after the Spanish Fort police were tipped off about Charles, his getaway hit a snag, a flat tire. In a bizarre move, Charles called roadside assistance for help, not thinking it would lead the police right to him. That single call was the break investigators needed. When officers swarmed the scene near Ralph and Keiku's on the causeway, they found something shocking. Car's console and said, "My life is over." His eerie calmness left everyone puzzled, raising more questions than answers about what was going through his mind. Charles was arrested on the spot and taken back to Escambia County, where he was locked up without bond and charged with second-degree murder. As his court case began, new details about his arrest came to light, painting a clearer picture of his final moments of freedom. According to the police report, after killing Star in the parking lot of her Escambia County apartment, Charles didn't just disappear. He made a chilling phone call to the father of Star's son, Braylon, telling him Star was dead but refusing to give any details. That call sent shockwaves through those who knew Star. As word of the tragedy spread, a man who knew both the apartment complex and Charles Decided to check on him. What he learned was horrifying. In a text message, Charles confessed to shooting Star like 16 times in a sudden burst of rage. The police urged him to turn himself in, but Charles said he was too scared. That conversation gave authorities the final clue they needed. Within minutes, they closed in and arrested him. The news of Star's death hit her family and community like a tidal wave. Her sister, Dominique, shared a heartfelt statement, saying Star wasn't just her sister, she was her best friend, mentor, and soulmate. The pain was unbearable because no one saw this coming from Charles. He'd seemed so normal, so loving. As tributes poured in, it was clear. Star's love and warmth had touched countless lives. Her light had been snuffed out in the cruelest way, leaving a void that could never be filled. Charles Carson Dowdy is still waiting for his trial, but the wounds he caused remain raw. Star left behind her 8-year-old son, Braylon, who now faces the unimaginable pain of growing up without his mom. Star's story is one of love, strength, and dreams cut short by a senseless act of violence. She was a devoted mother, a proud servicewoman, and a friend whose kindness lit up every room. As the justice system moves forward, her loved ones hope the full truth will come out and that Charles will face the consequences of his actions. Star's memory lives on as a reminder to fight against domestic violence and to cherish the people we love. Like and subscribe for more video.